Cameras these days are so smart, they're so good, just let that do the work, let the camera work for you. Is it just me that hates defrosting cars, or does everyone else hate it too? Let me know in the comments. So good morning everybody, welcome back to Broadway. Mainly here actually because the Patagonia jacket that I bought ripped after about 3 weeks, so they had to send it off for repair. A bit annoying. Beware, if you're going to buy Patagonia, they don't replace, they repair, which is fine, but if you're going to take like 6 weeks to repair it, no good to me. Like going to McDonald's and waiting an hour, it's just not viable. But yeah, Christmas in full swing here. Beautiful lights, beautiful trees. A house actually that I photographed before over there has got beautiful stars all over it, so we're going to go photograph that. Got some other cool shots this morning, and we're going to talk about why I think 99% of people should be using auto ISO. So let's talk about why I think auto ISO is best for most people. Because in photos, for example, for me anyway, I shoot in aperture priority, so hence the most important thing to me is aperture. Secondly, after that, it's shutter speed. So my most important factors for making the exposure triangle, we've got shutter speed, whether I want, so if I'm shooting people or cars, I want high shutter speed, so we freeze the motion. If we were doing light trails or anything like that, or night photography, we'd slow that shutter speed down. ISO really in that scenario could be anything. And then aperture, whether we want a shallow depth of field, blurry background, or if we want everything in focus. Again, what you're going to choose is aperture. So for me, you've got your shutter speed and your aperture, which are your important factors, and then let the camera do the work. Because at the end of the day in photography, we want the lowest ISO, we want the lowest least amount of noise. So just let the camera do the work. If you've set your aperture, that's what you want. That's what you want in focus. That's what you don't want in focus, say that's f8. You set it, that's what you want, use it. Your shutter speed, you're thinking, well, I'm not sure, put it in aperture priority. Let the camera do that for you as well. But if not, and you want to, say you're in aperture priority mode, but the camera's sort of saying you need a slow shutter speed, but you're trying to focus cars at a racetrack, well, that's not going to work, is it? Like 1/25th of a second is not going to work if you want them pin sharp. So you want to move that up to, say, 1,000th of a second. So there's your two variables you've set. You can't change the ISO. The ISO is going to be what it's going to be. If you make it too low or too high, you're going to get a rubbish image. So let the camera do the work for you. You know, cameras these days are so smart. They're so good. Just let that do the work. Let the camera work for you, you know. So yeah, that's my take on aperture priority and mainly auto ISO and why I think you should use it. Let's carry on and take a few more Let's take a few more photos. And also, over there, landmark walking, Broadway. Let's go get my jacket. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed a little freezing photo walk and a bit of a reason why I think most people use auto ISO and also aperture priority mode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow the channel, plenty more content coming, hopefully some new gear coming as well. Yeah, that's about it. Put the gloves on, had to finally. Hate wearing gloves, can't use the camera. So if you've got any glove recommendations and you've got this far in the video, leave them down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.